Hi guys, good evening. My name is Monica Lopez and thank you for joining me tonight. So tonight I want to talk to you guys about the question that brought you here, which is, can I be a coach? And what exactly is this whole coaching thing about? So before I get into all of that, and I promise I will keep this under 2 hours, just kidding. I'll keep it under 30 minutes tops. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself to give you an idea of who I am. My name is Monica Lopez, like I mentioned. I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm 31 years old. I have been with my husband, Johan, for 12 years now, losing count. But we've got 3 beautiful children, Jason, who's 9, Jackson, who's 5, and our little Miss Mia, who just turned 3 years old. I retired myself as a paralegal about 2 years ago, and I decided to go full-time into my coaching business, which I'll tell you a little bit more about. And I will tell you, I don't share this very often, but I will tell you that what got me started in the business was just the desire to earn a little bit of extra income, because I actually wanted a tummy tuck to fix my tummy after having 3 beautiful babies, but 3 babies that created havoc on my stomach, and 3 C-sections where there's definitely a lot of flaws postpartum. But I'll tell you what, fast forward to 4 years later being in the business, I have not had a tummy tuck. I've actually been able to sculpt the body that I've always wanted by doing these home workouts. And I'm actually home with my kids now. And the money that we wanted to invest into a tummy is now invested into our home pool that I'm really proud of, because that was a big goal of ours. And while Beachbody cannot guarantee any sort of income, what's beautiful about this business is that where you want to take it, you can go. And although I started out as just wanting some extra cash, little by little, I built a business. I built a team of really awesome, like-minded individuals. And today, I mean, we have not just our pool, but we are redecorating our home. We're traveling more than ever. I'm with the kids. I'm attending field trips. I'm present. And so all of those things are definitely really huge change for me in my life. It altered the complete direction of my life. And I want to tell you a little bit about it in case this is something that can help you. So before we get started, I'll tell you that I've been a coach, like I said, for 4 years. I started out, I think there's kind of like 3 phases of coaching. You could either start out and just be a discount coach where you're drinking Shakeology, you're in a challenge group, you're doing a program, you love it, you love the workouts, you're seeing results, you're happy, and you decide to become what's called a discount coach, where you only sign up just to reap the benefit of 25% off, which is cool, right? It's kind of like our little membership for people that are really dedicated to their fitness and dedicated to reaching their goals. But then you could take up to the next level and become what I like to call like a hobby coach, which is kind of like what I was when I was trying to save up for that tummy tuck. I was working the business on the side. I was still a paralegal, and it was something that just brought in extra cash. And little by little, we started putting every cent that I earned into a savings account, and started building and building and building. And it was pretty cool because it was extra income. I mean, how many families wouldn't be touched by an extra $500 to $1,000 a month coming in off a side gig and getting fit and healthy at the same time? For me, it was a win-win. But then something happened in my life. It's pretty personal, but my daughter, when she was born with what's called a hemangioma, which is a blood tumor. And although this tumor is benign, it was actually growing in her eye right here. And what happens is this type of tumor, it's very prevalent in infants. Whenever a child cries and blood rushes, this tumor grows. Well, Mia's tumor was right here in her eye, like I mentioned, and it kept growing and growing and growing every time she cried. And I noticed it about 2 months old, where it was actually pushing her eye out. And when we went to the hospital, they rushed us right away to Miami Children's, to the only specialist here in Miami that takes care of this kind of thing. And it turns out it was intertwined in her eye muscles, and she was going to need like bi-weekly appointments, a special medication that needed to be given dosage by dosage. And once she was given a dosage of the medication, she had to be observed for 2 hours after to make sure that nothing happened to her, because she was so little. Long story short, it was about a 6-month period where we were in Miami Children's Hospital twice a week with Mia, getting her medication, getting her MRIs, getting her ultrasounds, and making sure that she didn't lose her eye or lose her vision. This created a little bit of a problem for me because I had run out of personal time at work. I had just come off of maternity leave, so there was only so much that they could help me with. And then there came a point where I wasn't getting paid. And my back was against the wall because it was either be me as mom and be there for her, because I felt like I didn't want anybody else filling my shoes at those appointments. I mean, that's me. That's what I'm supposed to do. And or bring in the money that our household needed, because at that time I was making 50% of the income that came into my home. And so that's where, honestly, had I not had this opportunity, I probably would have missed out on a lot. I would have had to send somebody on my behalf. I would have had to figure it out, and it would have caused me a lot of anger, sadness, the fact that I couldn't be the mom that I felt I needed to be. But it actually made me take the leap of faith and say, you know what? I've been doing so well with this business on a hobby level. I know I could take it to a business building level. I know that I can match my income and more. And I know that I can do it because it's been proven to me that our products work. Shakeology is amazing. The community is a feel-good community. And I know that if I put my mind and more effort into it and more work into it, it could grow. And so it did. So here I am 2 years later after quitting my job, home with my kids, and yes, Mia's A-okay. So that's my story. That was a little bit about me, but let me debunk a couple of things about coaching that I always hear, and I just love to start my calls on this because I hope it puts you at ease with anything that you may have heard or maybe have thought of yourself. Many people tell me, well, I don't want to start coaching because I'm not at my goal weight. I still have 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 pounds to lose. I don't feel like I would inspire anybody. And I have to tell you, no, that's not true. I've been a coach for 4 years now, and I can tell you the most successful coaches are the ones that take people on the journey with them. Nobody's looking at you to be perfect. Nobody's looking at you to be the next fitness magazine model. Nobody's looking at you to know it all or to be it all. They just want someone that's going to be by their side to motivate them. And funny enough, we motivate each other by being that person, by being the product of the product, by getting out there and fighting through whatever obstacles come our way and fighting for our goals. That's what inspires others, right? It's not perfection, because sometimes perfection, it's so easy to say, well, that's her. That'll never be me. And so I just learned that in this business, what makes it so unique, what makes it so beautiful is that it's a heart-to-heart business. It's a people-to-people business. And what we use is fitness to feel good and look good. We work on ourselves from the inside out with personal development, but it does not mean you need to be perfect at all. Believe me, I'm a mom of 3. It ain't perfect here, but I've learned to connect with others and help them reach their goals, whatever it is, fitness, financial, personal development, all those kinds of things. And I've done it through this business. So no need to be any kind of perfect shape. The other thing I hear all the time is, well, I'm not a personal trainer, or I'm not a nutritionist, or I don't have, is there any sort of training that I have to do? None. There's nothing you need. There's no prerequisite to being a coach. All you gotta want to do is help yourself and while you help others. Pretty much. The personal trainers. Every trainer, celebrity trainer that's in our workout videos, they take care of that for you. Nutritionists, we have the best of the best nutritionists that put together meal plans that work and that are easy to use. Have you heard of the 21-day fix? It's amazing stuff. So you don't need to be that either. And you don't need any kind of certification. You just have to be ready to inspire others with your actions and with your words and sharing on social media and things like that. That is organically how this business works and thrives. Is this a pyramid scheme? Because that's what I've heard about it. I love this one. Most people don't even know what a pyramid scheme is, but I think because we do run in a binary system where, you're placed in an organization, you have a left leg and right leg, which is shaped like a triangle, a pyramid. Most people think that this is a pyramid scheme. Well, I have you know that a pyramid scheme usually means that the person on top earns more from all the people on the bottom, and the people on the bottom, below the structure, cannot earn any more than the top person. And that is so not true in our business. In our business, you are capped at certain ranks. And you'll learn more about ranks when you join our team, when you go through our fast track coach training. But this means that if you want to earn more money, you have to go up in rank. You have to keep with the hustle. And if you're hustling and perhaps your upline or up and up and up are not doing so, they're not going to get very far. But you have every right to get as far as you want. And that's what I love, because you're genuinely the CEO of your business. And I don't say that lightly. It's the truth. You are the CEO. You are in complete control of your business. And that's what I love about it most. So while you say pyramid scheme, well, what exactly does that mean? Because we're shaped like a pyramid does not mean that we are one. And, oh, am I going to have a house full of unwanted inventory? What I love most about Beachbody is that you do not have to carry any kind of inventory. In fact, the startup of your business is pretty much a $39.95 fee if you don't get a challenge pack, and I'll go over that in a bit. Or other than that, your overhead monthly is $15.95, which is your business fee to keep your back office running. And your back office is what you use to run your business. Now, with this $15.95 fee, that means that it runs all the inventory for us. It keeps all the data for us up to date. Warehouses are stocked where our customers can use a link to order, and right away, within 3 to 5 business days, it leaves the warehouse and gets to them, which is really cool. So you don't have to carry any inventory. You also don't have to invest like $500 to $1,000 on a startup kit like other MLMs that I've seen. You are going to start with your own program, your own Shakeology, something that you will consume to better yourself, and you're going to be starting a business with just that. So I like that. I like people to know that that's not true, that you're not going to get stuck with a bunch of product that you perhaps didn't want or weren't even sure about. All right, so we've debunked a couple of things that most people ask me when I first talk to them about coaching. So now we're going to go into the who, what, why, and how of coaching. And that's who we are, what we do, why we do it, and how we earn. So first, who are we? Coaches are regular people. I'm talking about my team right now consists of nurses, teachers, doctors, firefighters, stay-at-home moms and dads, business owners, you name it, we've got it. We've got therapists, we've got all of the above. It can be anybody and everybody that wants to be a coach, any age, as long as you're 18 and over, any age, any background. Anyone that wants to live a healthy and fulfilling life and help others reach their goals as well can be a coach. And it's really a unique business because you can spread your wings however you want. There's no right or wrong. And what I love is that you can just be yourself and the right people will connect and align with you when it comes to this business. And that's what's really awesome about coaching, is that you can pick who you're sponsoring coaches. You can pick who you work with. And you'll have a connection with them because you've gotten to know them through social media or whatnot. And that person has already gone through a program, drank Shakeology, and can coach you. So it's just a beautiful cycle. And organically, that's the way we work. What do we do? So how is it that we coach people? Well, what we do is help people reach their goals, whether it's fitness, whether it's financial, whether it's through personal development. We run online challenge groups, and some of you guys on this call might be in an online challenge group right now, doing a workout or maybe a personal development one or maybe a free group. We have all of those happening all the time. We do events. So every quarter there's what we call a Super Saturday event, and we just had one this past weekend. You might have seen on my Facebook all the awesome pictures. And these events are another plus in our business, where once every 3 months we get together, and in pretty much every state and city there's one happening, and we'll do live workouts, we'll talk business, new product launches, new things are always coming out. And so as coaches, we just go with the flow, right? So right now in December we have a new program coming out called Hammer Chisel. We have a new Shakeology flavor coming out, which is Cafe Mocha. So all these exciting things. The business is constantly turning over new product, which is really good because it keeps everyone engaged. It keeps the business fresh and in the know, and always new product coming out to help us. Why we do this? So it's very clear. It's very clear that in this country, there's an obesity problem. And our number one mission is to end the trend of obesity. And you'll hear our CEO, Carl Daikeler, talk about this all the time. And it's something that hits home for me because another part of my story is that I grew up many years overweight. I would say probably from the ages of 5 to 13. I went through a lot of bullying in school. I grew up, my little sister was always known as the skinny one. I was always known as the chunky one. And so it really, it caused me to be the person that I am today, where I do watch my weight. I do have a deep, deep passion for not fitness itself, but what it makes me feel like. And so I want that for my children. And I think that's what fuels me the most. I talk about it all the time that if I didn't earn a red cent in this business, but I knew that my children were going to grow up to know that fitness and nutrition was not an option in life, but something you needed. It was a necessity. Then I'd do this for the rest of my life, because that's how strongly I feel about it. And so our mission is to help the families in this country develop that, because it's not the norm. And we're going to be the ones to represent and to bring fitness to homes, to living rooms, to children watching their parents work out, and seeing that it's something that is normal. It's the norm. Right now, our norm is fast food, fast this, lose 10 pounds in 5 days, drink 50 shakes and lose weight. Like, we're not about that. I love that we stick to, yes, we drink Shakeology once a day because it is the healthiest meal of the day. It has like an uber amount of superfoods that you will never find in this country. It has probiotics, has healthy, clean stuff for energy, for digestion, for all these things that we need that we might not get through fruits. It's giving us in one shake. And then aside from that, we're saying eat 6 meals a day, work out at least once a day, get it in. It's going to be hard work, but it's going to be done the right way. And it's going to develop lifestyles that are going to change the future generations to come. So that is why Beachbody Coaching is around, and that is our mission. So real quick, how do we earn? Okay, because I know that's probably one of the burning questions that you have. So the most common way that people know about how we earn is commission-based. So everything we sell, we make a 25% commission off of. The only change to that has been challenge packs. When a customer orders a program bundled with Shakeology, they will get actually a 30% discount, and you as a coach will get a 30% commission. So it's kind of like a win-win for everyone. And it also is $2 shipping, which is interesting. And why do they do this? Well, they do this because they know one is not more important than the other. And sometimes I'll have customers come to me and say, well, I want to work out, but I don't want to drink a shake. I know, because I was one of them at one time. I didn't realize what Shakeology was until I actually started drinking it. But, I beg them to give it a shot. I let them know that we have always a 30-day money-back guarantee, even if the bag is empty, but it's worth giving a shot. They're going to save money, and they're going to get the full effect of what Beachbody can do for them. So challenge packs is a way to earn 30%, and then anything else is 25% commission. We also have things called team bonuses, which is residual income. Many people say that's the income that comes in as you sleep. It's the income that your team produces that helps you produce. And when we say we work as a team, we really do. We all work in unison, and it's a beautiful thing. And then we have other things called matching bonuses, quarterly bonuses, and then travel incentives, and much more. And I know that sounds like a lot right now, and I'm probably is sending your head spinning. But once you join our team, you will be placed into what we call a fast track coach training, which means that you're not going to be just thrown into this coaching thing and have a good time, figure it out. We've got a plan for you. We've got a training system that'll teach you all about all the ways to earn. It'll teach you about how to run those challenge groups I talked about. It'll teach you about how to share on social media, how to optimize on social media, and all of these kinds of good things. A little bit more about our team, since we're on this topic. The name of our team is Team Diesel Core Fitness, and it was founded by myself and my mom. Yes, my mom's in the business with me. We started this team about 3.5 years ago, and at the moment we are about 700 strong. But we are part of a big team, and that big team, which is our upline family, is called Diesel Nation. And it was founded by Christina Delgado and Becky Brose, which are sisters. And that big team, which branched out of Miami, and we're like all over the United States and Puerto Rico and Canada, are about 11,000 strong today. So needless to say, you're not going to go into this being alone. You're going to have a whole team behind you helping you. You'll be placed into a private Facebook page where you can ask any questions. You'll be a part of all trainings. You'll get up-to-date promotions, up-to-date information, breaking news, all of the above, and motivation to keep your journey going as well. And then, so the last thing is, well, how do I sign up? And so how I mentioned was the smartest way, in my humble opinion, is to sign up with a challenge pack. And that's because you're going to get your program, you're going to get your Shakeology, and your business fee of $39.95 is going to be waived, where you don't have to worry about it. You're just going to go straight in to working your business, and then you would get paid, charged monthly $15.95 to keep that alive. If you chose not to do a challenge pack, again, I highly do not recommend that. But if you chose just to sign up, it would be a $39.95 fee that you'd pay, and you'd be signed up as a coach. You would need 50 PV. PV for us stands for personal volume, and everything we sell carries a point value. So you would need 50 points to remain active. So you could get that off of any purchase you choose or anything you possibly sell. But again, I go back to the fact of, we really hone in on being a product of the product. And I really believe that you will succeed in this business if you are leading with conviction and you're sharing with conviction. And that's only going to come from doing it yourself. So as a coach for 4 years now, my biggest advice is dig into a program, drink Shakeology every day, and then go out there and share that, because that's what we do as coaches. Seems so simple, right? But I really hope that you are the next coach that we announce on our team page. And if you have any questions, you can either contact me or the coach that invited you here tonight, and we can help get you started. So thank you so much, and kept it under half an hour. And if you have, again, any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you so much for your time tonight, and I hope I answered all your questions. Good night.